guys, come closer. No, closer. Come here, I've got something to tell you. Guys, there's something about Donald. Eyes like two piss holes in the snow. A mouth like a shriveled cat's anus. Oh, the hands, tiny. Hair stolen from 1,000,000 Barbies. Each strand individually attached to the bald follicles in his bald head. And a penis so microscopic, even the Hubble telescope can't see it. This isn't just Trump. No, no. This is Donald Trump, America! That was exhausting. I just had to really not be sick in my mouth when I was doing that. But I've done it. Yeah, I want to talk about Donald Trump. I don't really want to talk about him very often. I really hope this is the only time I talk about him because the man is a walking abortion. We all know that. But I think it would be remiss of me if this is going to be kind of a vlog about politics and the state of the world. It would be very remiss of me not to address the giant, racist, misogynistic, Cheeto dust-covered orange elephant in the middle of the room taking a giant Trump-sized shit all over the world every day. So what's he done now? Well, we all know that Donald hates Muslims. And you know who else hates Muslims? I'm turning my notes around again. It's Britain First. They're no friend of Muslims. For those of you who may not know who Britain First are, they are your typical pond scum, far-right, Islamophobic zygotes, basically. They've got criminal convictions. Their leader, Jada Franson, there are still legal proceedings against her. You get the picture, they're awful. They spread horrible lies about Muslims. They post untrue, doctored videos all over the place. They're just gross. But the truth doesn't really matter to Donald, does it? We should know that by now. Because yesterday he tweeted 3 videos belonging to Britain First. Now, these videos obviously show dastardly Muslims doing dastardly Islamic things to poor, defenseless Christians. There's a video where one of them is, there's 2 guys and they're smashing a statue of the Virgin Mary on the ground. How dare they? There's a video of a poor, defenseless boy on crutches, no less, being attacked by an angry Muslim. Now, all these videos have been proven to be absolute guff, of course, but as we said before, Donald doesn't care about the truth. So he tweeted these videos yesterday. Now, cut to Downing Street. Theresa May, she's charging in her charging dock, but the psychopath Wi-Fi switches on and she senses that her orange overlord across the Atlantic there's something up. She can sense his ire. So she unplugs herself from her charging dock. She doesn't even care that it's in the middle of an update. Sod it. Donald needs me. She greases up the creaky joints with some WD-40. She does the robot over to her laptop. She opens her laptop to Twitter. Now, the chip in her brain that simulates human emotion tells her that she should be angry about what she's seeing. This is the face they told me means anger. Grrr! So, click, 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 click. That's the sound of her metal fingers on the keyboard. She fires off a tweet to Donald. Donald, we can't have that. Listen, that's not okay. The next time we hang out, there is going to be absolutely no hand-holding and definitely no pussy grabbing. Is that understood? So, the tweet goes flying off across the Atlantic. Now, Donald removes his hand from Sarah Fuckery Sanders, who he's been operating this whole time. Just around the river bend. Pocahontas isn't a racial slur. Look out, it's a Muslim. He removes his hand, wipes it clean, and sends off another tweet. Now, this is in the middle of the night, right? UK time. So he sends a tweet, and this tweet basically says, now listen here, I don't know why he's from Dagenham all of a sudden, but anyway. Listen here, Theresa, you need to get your own wheelhouse in order, all right? Radical Islamic terrorists are mugging your country right off. Tweet comes flying back to Theresa. Except he sent it to the wrong Theresa May. He He can't even cuss the right person. He can't even cuss the right person. Now, I know you're probably still like dealing with the idea of there being more than one Theresa May, which is a horrible nightmare scenario. I know, but there is more than one Theresa May on Twitter. The Theresa May that Donald sent this tweet to has 6 followers. Admittedly, that's 3 more than I have right now. That's neither here nor there, it's a sore point. So the leader of the free world, and supposedly our closest ally, is basically sticking 2 orange fingers up at RPM. Cue diplomatic uproar this morning. Amber Rudd is called into Parliament to answer special questions about what she's doing to, deal with this. Boris Johnson has called the American ambassador in, probably for bum fun and a cup of tea, because let's face it, Boris is a seasoned ticket holder on the Trump train. I think that's pretty clear by now. Him and Nigel Farage, they sit in first class so they don't have to see any browns. Ooh, heaven forbid. That's basically it. I'd like there to be a lesson or a moral that we could take away from this, but when it comes to Trump, there's literally nothing we can learn from him. I think the only thing that we can do is to laugh at the man, because he's ridiculous. I mean, he's literally the worst human being in the history of the world. I mean, like, I'm sure Adolf and Benito and Big Bad Joe could give him a run for his money, and he hasn't slaughtered millions of innocent people yet, but he wants to, because the button's red and shiny, and if he presses it, he might get a lollipop. So yeah, I mean, obviously we have to organise, we have to counter every untruth that comes out of his cat bum mouth with the truth, but we've got to remember to laugh at him. I mean, I don't need radical Islamic terrorists, to be quite honest, to throw me off a roof for being gay. I have considered throwing myself off a roof just to make the noise of Donald Trump stop. So there we are. That's it. On a Brexit note, obviously I want to kind of like grow this and get people talking and stuff. So a friend suggested, thank you, Lauren, that perhaps I could write some template letters to make it easier for you guys to get in touch with the people that count. I'm happy to do that if you guys are actually going to send the letters. Like, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time writing letters that are never going to get sent. So if you would like me to do that, I'm more than willing to. You can tweet me at @awaythegaypray. I wanted Pray the Gay Away, but it was already taken, so I just yoded it and flip reversed it. No, that's more Blazing Squad, but anyway. Yeah, at @awaythegaypray, you can comment here, I guess, underneath. Subscribe, like, comment. Let's have a conversation. Let's ruffle some feathers. And that's all from me. Toodles.